Not a single cloud, 20 degrees, nice and warm, and just absolutely perfect for riding. There's just curves after curves. Man, that would have sucked if I would have crashed on the highway listening to Backstreet Boys on the radio. It's 5 a.m. I've just stopped for petrol, like halfway on the highway. Saw my life flash before my eyes. It's like 0 degrees and it's slightly raining, so everything's wet. And all of a sudden, like, I can, the car starts moving like this, and I'm like, uh-oh, it's icy. Alright, so just made it. I'm now in the parking garage or on the parking of the airport. I plan to go somewhere else and basically save the expensive fees, but I had to go so slow on the highway, 60 kilometers an hour, because it was like black ice and icy. But I made it. I didn't crash into anything. And now I'm really looking forward to flying into the sun and enjoying some warmer weather. In the end, it turned out that I was worried for nothing, because the plane actually had to sit on the tarmac for about 30 minutes as the airport and the runway got shut down for takeoff because everything was covered in black ice as well. So they defrosted the plane and we took off. And once we were above the clouds, the sun was shining, and I was finally able to return to Gran Canaria. It has been about a year since I've been there last time, and as you can see, I was riding this beautiful red Ducati Scrambler, and I met Manuel here on the right, a local from Gran Canaria, and he actually ended up picking me up from the airport, which was really nice to get welcomed this way. Special service from Manuel, taking me to the hostel, and we are at the beach right here. This is the Aguita House Hostel, and I've been here the last time I was in Gran Canaria. I stayed here. There's a gorgeous terrace, and then you just have the ocean right here, so you go to sleep and you wake up with the waves in the background. Good morning. I'm now on my way to Canary Rides to pick up my first motorcycle, and yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. Canary Ride is a local business founded in 2016 by Andre, who originally is from the Czech Republic. They have an awesome lineup of bikes, and you can rent also gear if you don't want to take your helmet with you in the plane, for example. This bike is huge. Largest bike I've ever ridden, I think. Okay, so I will have this bike for 2 days and then swap. For now, I'm testing something that is like way out of my comfort zone and also out of my price range. Probably the most expensive bike I've ever ridden. Oh, Junge, das ist ein Riesenteil. Scheiße. Alright. I already had the chance to ride many different new, really nice and expensive bikes, but I still get nervous every time, so I totally forgot to position my GoPro properly. But for this ride, I just made my way out of the city, and then I decided to follow the coast in the north and basically go into the hills from there. All right, first impression of the R1300 GS Trophy right here. As you can see, it's a massive bike, especially if you look at it from the front. It's just so wide, especially with the crash bars with the little extensions over the cylinders. But it rides super easy, super smooth, and it doesn't really feel heavy. So yeah. Excited to see how I will be able to handle this bike over the next 2 days. I will have it for 2 days, And yeah, I've never been on a bike this wide before, and here the roads are really tiny, and I think I will really have to remember that I have the big cylinders sticking out at the bottom. But other than that, it's sunny, it's warm, it's nice, there's beautiful scenery, so what more do you need in life? I just made some plans with a friend to meet for lunch back in Las Palmas, and now we're gonna ride back there. I'm really hungry. Miguel is a friend I know from Instagram, and he grew up in Gran Canaria, but usually he is not on the island because he works basically in Europe and on a boat all over the world. But he was back home visiting family and he had some free time, so he is going to show me a lot of really nice places and give me local recommendations on where to ride.
Always. Do you like cheese?
Yeah, sure. I made my way back to Las Palmas to meet Miguel at the Mercado Central. It's a really nice market area where locals go to shop, and you can also enjoy the delicacies and local food in the restaurant.
At what moment did I sign my terms and conditions to accept all of this?
To work for free for me?
Yeah, when did I accept all this? I make any money with these videos? I want to
wait until I'm famous and rich before you sue me.
Yeah, okay. You like this?
Is it spicy?
No.
Okay. We're going to ride up the mountains, and Miguel is going to show me some cool routes.
In case I pass a car, for whatever reason, or things like that, you take your time.
Yeah.
Until you don't see us straight and you feel safe, don't do it, okay? Don't rush it, because I'm not going to just overtake a car and leave you behind, okay? I'll wait for you.
Gran Canaria is the third largest island of the Canary Islands, and it's a really interesting area because you have basically what are different microclimate zones, and we decided to actually just head maybe about half an hour outside of Las Palmas into the mountains, and it's a beautiful area with lots of greenery, lush green mountain ranges. You have eucalyptus trees, you have cacti, and it's just an amazing area to ride through, and you just so easily get up to the top, and then you have like this all-around view of the island. In the evening we decided to go to Yori, which is a Korean street food takeaway place that is actually owned by a school friend of Miguel, so it was once again really nice to have a local recommendation for a super nice dinner. We are now going together on a ride with Miguel's brother and his dad. We're going for a ride with the whole family. We have a 1200 GS, the 1300, a T7, and the most beautiful, an Africa Twin. There is the saying that people from the Canary Islands are super nice and open, and I think it's totally true. It was absolutely not planned, but I basically ended up staying with Miguel's dad and him at their beautiful house with their super sweet dog Bimbo, and they just made me feel like family, and I just had an amazing time there and can't thank them enough for giving me this truly local and amazing experience. Again?
This is Pico de las Nieves.
Ah,
The highest point of the island. It's almost 2,000 meters. It's a bit more chilly, but now we're going to go down to the sun.
The weather is absolutely beautiful. As you can see, there's not a single cloud. It's, I don't know, something 20 degrees, nice and warm, and just absolutely perfect for riding. The tarmac is amazing, and there's just curves after curves. Miguel's brother and his dad eventually returned home, and we continued to cross the highest point of the mountain over to the other side. It's really interesting when you look at the vegetation and the landscape from before, which was really lush and kind of like green forests on the mountains. If you go onto the other side of the island, everything becomes more dry and arid, and also warmer the further down you descend. Everything's much more barren and rocky. And yeah, it feels much warmer than on the other side of the island. Generally, the road quality on Gran Canaria is amazing. The tarmac is super grippy, and you can choose from anything like these really small and tiny roads, which usually have less traffic, to larger flowy curves with amazing asphalt. Gran Canaria is a popular destination for cruise ships, people booking fancy resorts to go and stay by the pool, or people to explore for hiking, mountain biking, or with a rental car. But I think it is best to be discovered on a motorcycle. You can take in all of the landscapes, stop whenever you want. The small roads are not intimidating, and you just have complete freedom of riding a motorcycle in a beautiful setting and awesome weather.